Hello. Um, so as per usual, you guys probably already know the story. I don't like filming and editing, all that fun stuff. And I had something to talk about. So here I am to talk about it. I this week made it to a post on the wonderful Reddit page. They don't like me. I'm so sad about it. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that and the reactors' responses to people talking about them. I feel like there's just a lot of bitterness when the shoe comes on the other foot. Hi, not anymore. And they don't want anybody to talk about the reactors, but they're very willing to talk about everybody that talks about Alex. So we're going to kind of discuss. First, we're going to discuss this post about moi, um, and then maybe get into other people. It was a fun live last time about Alona. It was kind of a different vibe. And, you know, I feel like the Reddit is the main thing right now because a lot of the reaction channels aren't showing up anymore. I also occasionally sometimes listen to Mrs. Snowflake while I'm working and stuff. And I listened to him today, I think. My days are all messed up. And he said that I said that he's the worst person and the meanest reactor and all of these other things. And I don't remember ever saying that. Check me, you guys, if I did say that. I don't think that I ever would. Hi, Skrank. I don't believe that I ever would. I don't think that he's the meanest reactor. I think he's a loser. I think he looks like Beavis. I think that he's copying any and everybody's shtick. But the meanest, I wouldn't say. I'd say he's pretty petty, though. Petty, petty, petty. But no, I wouldn't say the meanest. But anyway, we're going to read the Reddit. I know, it's so funny. I actually ended up seeing that he loves Beavis. And I was like, oh, maybe now I can't call him that anymore. No, I still will. Because that's exactly who he looks like. And Moth Girl pointed out that on his page for a giveaway, he is giving away seeds. He was giving away flower seeds that you can get at the store. Excuse my voice. I think I'm coming down with something. But why would you do a seed giveaway when you're clearly probably making money from your channel at this point? You're just being cheap. I guess he needed a little more money for the wigs. The props. He needed some for the prop bin. Maybe once he builds up his props, he's gonna do a better giveaway. What I am disappointed about is Shelly, aka Priscilla, aka Michelle, aka Elvis's #1 fan, never did her giveaway. But she would get mad when Alex's had requirements, but she could not do her giveaway until she hit 5,000 subscribers. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so this Miss Alani Duker's confused big old gal is anti Mrs. Snowflake Goob and Nella. Favors Honey Bison. They thought this was me. She really thought this was a photo of me. Wow. He's high off his own supply. He doesn't need any seeds anyway. Okay. The woman in the picture is the talented actress Jessica Gunning from Baby Reindeer, in case you didn't know. Did not know, thanks. Guess she misrepresents herself. It all makes sense now. They somebody downvoted this. I can't believe it. This series is about a crazy, unhinged stalker lady, so maybe relevant to her story. Priscilla P. used to call one of Alex's defenders Baby Reindeer, so it's a direct fire back at her using that photo. No shit. No shit. At least somebody has an ounce of common sense. None of these people have any sort of anything to go by. They just go by the seat of their pants. They're making posts about me being Baby Reindeer. Wild. Oh, move suspicious. Can't stand how I talk. Hi, girl. Love you. I can't stand how you think. You're a demon. You're deranged. I mean, I'm kind of happy that you don't like me. I'd be a little concerned if you did. Hi, sweetie bugs. So I've watched a video of hers out of curiosity. Her voice and accent are intolerable. Like a Midwest, I am from the Midwest, 12-year-old Valley girl. How does none of that make sense together? Valley girls are from California. Midwest people are from the Midwest. I can't be both. I'm not both. I'm a catfish. Well, I know they wanted to sit there and call me fat, and they can still do that. I don't care. They are very welcome to do that if they really want to. Agreed. I can't stand how she talks. She constantly tries to say she doesn't like Alex, yet defends every fucked up thing she does. No, I actually don't. I think that a lot of the things that they worry about are trivial and stupid and don't make sense, and who cares? And they're way too invested in her life. That's what I'm saying here. Move suspicious. You're the number one. If you're watching, you're the number one suspect. Also, Moth Girl is over there only because she hates Priscilla. She was always in every comment section of the reaction channels talking mad shit about Alex, but now is all up Wawa. Wawa's wrinkled ass cheeks. That would be a perfect username. Wawa's wrinkled ass cheek. Oh, my Dixie wrecked. She probably low-key has the hots for Honey Bison. HB is tough on Alex the Hut and the other girls, which I would think would trigger those sea hags to think that she's a bully. Yes, I thought she either fears Honey Bison or has the hots. LMAO, sea hag, OMG. Okay, whatever. Like, so if I sat here and said, Honey Bison's ugly, we know she's not. I would never say that because she's not. I would not say something untrue like that. But to say that I'm easy on her because I'm attracted to her is a very bizarre. Or that I'm scared of her is very strange as well because I don't know her. There's really she could make a video about me if she'd like, but I'm a little bit I'm confused what I should be afraid of. And they can feel free to extrapolate on that if they'd like. Anyway, whoever is behind this profile shared the same ideology with Dookie Dingleberry. Okay. Her and the rest of the hags are the dingleberries that hang off Big Al Alani Dookie Dingleberry. This is Plur Baby 22 saying that. Plur Baby, get get some different material if you could. Oh, this is Mrs. Snowflake. I just checked out the profile. That is Alex the Hut for sure, y'all. Yeah, I'm Alex. You got me. LOL, I'm watching you. It's me, Alex. Give me a break. She has a few of her sock accounts comment under the posts. Embarrassing. Beavis is funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I just bought that skin in Fortnite. Get a life. You can always tell when people ignore the big stuff, quote unquote, her 2023 letter. I ignore the stuff that's none of my fucking business. How about that? I ignore the stuff that I don't need to know about. Her relationship with her dad and when she's visiting him and any other fucking thing. I ignore the stuff that's none of my fucking business. How about that? He wipes his nose on his shirt while sitting in his grandma's rocking chair with a bouffant, which is fine. If that works for him, you can have it. But it's just, who are you? Like, you literally came out of nowhere, out of dust, to come and say that Alex visited her dad. What is your point? He comes on and he misrepresented what actually happened. Alex said in her video, and this is the thing, I can dislike Alex and also say that there are things that they're lying about. I would not want to misrepresent what someone else is doing or lead people to believe that this is one thing and it's really another. If she's a liar, let her be a liar. Let that be on her. Let that be on her. You don't also have to add to lying about her. Just let her lie. It literally should not affect you. And when people find out that she's lying, they can make their own decision on whether they want to support her or not. She came out about the letters. The people that are still supporting her still support her. You're not going to change their mind. What are you not getting? That the biggest reason is the vitriolic hate, the stalking, and trying to rustle up things about a victim that doesn't deserve that. That's what I'm very against. And only focus on the small stuff. A post I made in Reddit. I'm focusing on you and you're focusing on Alex. These are two different things. Alex ignores her 2023 letter and goes to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, near her father every year. I guess we'll see if she goes next year. I guess we'll see. Still, as of 5 months ago, end of story. Anyone who can't how weird it is will never see it. That's exactly it. Anyone who doesn't give a shit is never going to give a shit. How about that? Hi, T-Dub. She took my post here asking for constructive criticism. Oh, the one where you said, where you questioned why Alex did not name the victim. knowing that I make mistakes frequently. That's more than a mistake, calling for her to name the victim. I decided to seek out help here. Y'all clocked it immediately, and I listened. You shouldn't have to be told. My video dropped, there as no name of the victim mentioned, because even the craziest of the crazy people told you not to mention it, or else you probably wouldn't have realized that it was wrong. That's strange. You should not be talking about things if you don't understand that. In reality, I didn't know how to word it properly. So you said, why didn't she mention the victim's name? Okay. I just wanted to get the point across that the victim was an adopted family member and Alex should know more details that she gives off. How about saying that the victim is an adopted family member is actually doxing her more than just saying that she's an underage victim? To say, for Alex to sit there and go, that's my dad's adopted daughter, that gives it a little more away than not saying what the relationship is. I don't get it. It's like, and then he posts this at the end. Post your own picture, Beavis. Show us your bouffant. So is this Alex pretending to be a reactor? We're excited to chat too. Yay. No, it is another gal. Represents to herself to be the photo shown. As if I ever give me a break. As if I ever said that's me. Priscilla, look at who Priscilla has as her icon. Give me a fucking break. These people are out of control. It's not, because this reactor has gone live before and it's definitely not Alex's lispy voice. True. I don't sound like Alex. Why would she favor Honey Bison? Honeybee would tear us up. Go ahead. Do it. Do it, Honey Bison. Can you open your mouth loud enough to tear my ass up? She doesn't favor Honey Bison. She accurately makes fun of the way Honey Bison seems to talk with her jaw clenched. Oh, who's this? And allegedly, Honey Bison has had dogs die. Oh, this is when Honey Bison comes to her own rescue. Did you see they wanted to go after her hairdresser and calm people told them to leave her alone? Yeah, they're insane. And then they want to say that we have a problem? Good God. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Hey, it's me, Honey Bison. Just for clarity, out of the dozens of pets I've sat for over the years, one tragically passed away after getting into snail poison that landscapers left out while I wasn't there. Why was the dog outside while you weren't there, girlfriend? It wasn't something I was responsible for. The owners dealt with the landscapers, and I still sit for their pets to this day. Well, the owners are fools. You were responsible at the time of the dog's death, and just you saying something doesn't mean that it's true. You saying something means as much to me as Alex saying something means to you. So there you go. You don't believe any of her excuses. I don't believe any of yours. You're a bullshitter. And then these people eat it up. So sorry you had to deal with that. I can tell you're a loving pet owner. How? How can you tell that? You don't know her. This is just another parasocial relationship that they are fostering with someone else that's not Alex. They're replacing Alex with Honey Bison. Those beasts on that channel literally are jealous of how you look, girl, because you're attractive and fit. Not really. I mean, they've admitted that you're attractive. Okay, so now that I've admitted that she's attractive, now I'm jealous of how she looks. Literally could never win this one. I could never win it. So what is the big deal? I don't care if Honey Bison is better looking than me. I would not give a singular shit. It means nothing to me. If Honey Bison is better looking than I am, or I'm better looking than Honey Bison, that doesn't make her any better as a person. It does not increase her worth. It just means she looks different than I do. There's a lid for every pot, there's a seat for every ass. Who cares? She has a boyfriend, I have a husband. I do not care. So, like, they are the ones constantly thinking about looks, not me. And Honey Bison, I'm sure, is too. But I, if I can say yes, she's not ugly. I feel like the jealous thing to do would be like, oh, she's hideous. Oh, I can't stand her. Like, that's the kind of stuff I did when I was a kid. I don't like her, but I'm not going to disparage her for things that aren't true. Anyway. LOL, hey, it's all good. Comes with the territory. The territory of what? Being an obnoxious reaction channel? This is wildly ridiculous. Yeah, Honey Bison blames the landscapers, but doesn't blame herself for not watching the dog. Why was the dog, number one, alone long enough to ingest the poison and die? And why was he outside, he or she? And why don't you at least share the responsibility? She's not willing to take any responsibility for it. Hey, I should have checked up on the dog more. Hey, I shouldn't have let the dog out while I wasn't there. Hey, you know, I didn't realize the landscaper was coming. Any one of these things, but dogs should not be outside by themselves ever. You should always be home if your dog is outside. Hey girl, I love your channel. Just a wreck. I would hide your posts and comments on here for just for future reference. People will truly pull insane narratives out of context. Seriously? We're on the Alexandra Rodriguez sub, where you make shit up out of thin air all day long and twice on Sunday. Are you kidding me? This is Stefan knows. This is irony at its greatest. So here's the thing. So, Moth Girl, if the landscaper's outside and he does his job, he leaves the snail poison or whatever. This is what they paid for, obviously. So he did that. The dog was not outside. Or if the dog was outside, he would assume that someone's home watching the dog. And if the dog's not outside and there was a dog door that it came out of, how would he know that? So why is it the landscaper's fault? It is definitely, absolutely, 100% more your fault than some random man that doesn't know the dog. He's not the dog sitter. You are the dog sitter. He did his job, the landscaping job. And it sounds like you turned around and blamed it all on him and then made it so that he lost his job, probably. And you got to keep your little shit ass pet sitting job. Oh, here she goes. You know, I think it's funny. She doesn't care, just comes with the territory. It's no big deal. But she's posting reviews from her house sitting and her pet sitting. No one cares, Honey Bison. You were responsible for the dog when the dog died. I think Judge Judy would blame you, honey. The owners are idiots. The owners clearly don't care enough about their animals because there's no chance in hell that I would look at this situation and say, yeah, I'm going to keep using her. And I'm going to give her a 5-star review too. And T-Dub, they want to talk about jealous of Honey Bison. All of them want to be Honey Bison. They're all sitting there salivating over Honey Bison, trying to talk about other people. It's crazy. So they want to go out of their way to talk about how they're not jealous of Alex. And then they always post photos of her, unflattering photos, to prove that they're not jealous of her. But the reality is that there are many different things that you can be jealous. And I've said this before. There are many different things that you can be jealous of a person for. Their income, their job, their flexibility with their job, which Alex has all 3 for 3 there. Their happiness in life. I think like obviously the original reactors were very mad that she was able to get pregnant. There's just no doubt in my mind that it really upset them, and that's why they spread all of these awful rumors while she was pregnant. Yeah, that sage plant moth girl, that really had to make up for their dead dog. I wonder if she charged them for the entire time that she was there too, after letting their dog pass away. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk about that part on um, on Reddit. So then maybe we'll talk about YouTube stuff. Is anybody paying attention to this David thing, D4VD? Oh my gosh. I am sad for this one. It's insane. I just saw it on my YouTube. Oh no, the nails. That's always the worst, especially at work. Priscilla keeps posting because she knows no one else is. She's wanting to make money, period. I don't know if she's still able um to monetize, but if she is, that's wildly crazy. Yeah, I know. And I of course had hi Wawa. I of course had to like go down a rabbit hole, and they posted a photo of her when she was 11 years old. She looked like such a baby, and they're like, this is when he started dating her. I'm like, oh my God. Holy shit. She was just like, there was no denying she was 11. I know. It's depressing, Moth Girl. I try to keep away from it, but I saw the picture of him and I thought of it. So, okay. Who has I think just Mama Goob, our favorite. Yeah, 2010. Oh my gosh. Isn't that something that a kid born in 2010 is 15? So, so Goober, I think, is the only one that has uploaded. Let's see. What did she upload? Oh God. I accidentally went to her shorts. Oh, it's the Alexandra Rodriguez wants us to unsubscribe. That was kind of a weird little segment there when she said unsubscribe. I was like, oh no. Oh God. I've never heard that in my life. Has anybody else heard that wives' tale? I I don't really listen to wives' tales, or I don't know wives' tales too well. So it could be a very popular wives' tale. My favorite was when she was like, when Alex said, "Sue me about something," and she goes, "I should, shouldn't I? Pop Goop told me to sue her." For what? What are you gonna sue her for, Goob? Give everyone a break here. And Papa told me I should sue her. For what? Why don't you tell us? I've never in my life. Look at her grandpa. I do love her grandpa's reaction to that. He was like, girl, I don't think so. No. No, I really want to now, though. She is a fucking mess. My biggest thing was, okay, Pissy is like, "Oh my god, I can't believe what happened. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm a Christian." Blah 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 blah. And then Alex goes, "I die." And this asshole pauses and goes, "When?" So I'm like, "What the frick?" I mean, you just got done crying, like, actual, like, "Oh, I can't believe it." And then you're gonna say, well, like, you gave me whiplash. You gave me fucking whiplash here. What are you doing? Like, it was just I had to record it and post it because I was shocked, quite frankly. I mean, not coming from Priscilla, but it was just what a what a turnaround in the same video. It was very, very bizarre. I know, and I've gotten a lot of them on on screen recording and posted them, but it just was I've never heard her like talk about someone else passing away and trying to act like she's compassionate and like she is such a Christian person and I'm so against all of this. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's like, When? When are you gonna die? Like, lady. I think someone on Reddit I saw recently they said that they're divorced or they're separated and Yar is living separately. And they're always talking about Anderson's development. They're always saying what a bad mom she is. They're always saying that she's neglectful, that she doesn't love her son. Um, I don't think that they've ever stopped that, and I don't think that they ever will. I think that Anderson would have to be right on target or ahead of everything, crawling at 2 months, going to college at, 8 months and just everything. And, um, yeah, it seems like they are probably trying to have a baby because she talks about it a lot, and I feel like this is what happened right before she got pregnant with Anderson. And yeah, if they're Christians, I don't want it either. I do not want Priscilla's brand of Christian. She is the epitome of the Christian that, sees you in church and they walk up to you like, "Oh, how's everything going?" Oh, like they're so sickly sweet to your face. And then as soon as you turn around and start walking away, she's talking shit to everybody else. That's just who she is as a person. She's just an awful human being. And I feel like we've discussed this before that this is who she is. And she wants to pretend like she's not, but she's a bad person. And I I don't like diagnosing people, but I would put her with some sort of personality disorder because she is pathological. Something's wrong. I saw that too. So when I was getting on here, I was loading up Reddit and I saw that someone said she didn't read Harry Potter and I can't believe she was excited about the creamer. It's creamer for the coffee. I do, what? It's like, it's creamer for her coffee. I don't think that you have to actually read Harry Potter to drink the creamer. They are just everything is a pick, 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 nitpick, nitpick. They want to nitpick and get everything. It's just, I think it's insanity. Who cares? She bought a creamer. Just because it says Harry Potter doesn't mean anything. I've never there's things that I've never read and I will watch the movie or listen to a song from it, or I don't know. I'm trying to find an equivalent, but not everything. Like butterbeer. There are a lot of people that have tried butterbeer but never watched Harry Potter, and I feel like that's what made it popular. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm not making any sense. I wouldn't want my hair done by Pissy either. Her box black uh hairstyle. I mean, her hair looks like straw, like black straw because it's so dry, and she just seems like somebody that would have you in her chair and she's acting so nice, and then as soon as you walk out the door, she's talking shit about you, your hair, your dog, your husband, everything. He's a baby. Here's the thing. Do we believe that Goob took her kid's bottle at exactly 12 months? I sure don't. I sure don't. I Maybe they would say I'm a bad mom, but I never took it away at exactly 1 because I think that's cruel to make them used to something, to um to give them something that comforts them before bed or whatever, and then suddenly take it away. I just think that it should be gradual, and I don't think it should be right at 12 months. I just don't. And my kids are all fine. They all have good teeth, and they don't have any issues with the fact that I continued giving them bottles after 12 months old. That's just that's not infantilizing him. That's treating him like a baby because he is a baby. Oh my god, I thought you meant 13 months. I didn't see that. Yep. T-Dub. That's basically what I did. Um, I just I don't see the point in ripping something away that gives them comfort at bedtime. I'm I personally after 1 did not have the kids um with bottles other than at bedtime. Um and we would have the bottle and then brush our teeth and then go to bed. And um so personally, I didn't take it away right away. But um I I think that no matter what she does, it would be a problem because if she took the bottle right away from him, it would be what a bitch. I can't believe she took the bottle away from him so soon and he's going to be, traumatized from losing his bottle and she just ripped it away from him because she didn't care. And so any way the wind blew is what they would say was wrong. There's no pleasing them. and there's nothing that would ever make them happy. Um, yeah, and both of her sons are mama's little boys, and she just thinks they're the cutest little things, and she glamorizes them coming on and cursing at her audience, and she just thinks everything they do is cute, and it's not. This, she's sitting here reading which was insufferable, reading every um report about it. Lady, you were using steroids when you got pregnant, honey, with a man you barely know, darling. Like, excuse me. Alex is about not judging people, but I'm not. I'll judge your ass. Like, there's a difference between snarking, judging, saying things about people, and then going the actual insane route they've gone. So, they deserve it. They deserve a little snark in their direction with the way that they talk about other people, the way that they have dug up the past for this victim that I hope has never seen any of this. I think that is what spurred me on to really start something, because this seems so vicious and terrible against the victim to me. This seems like she wouldn't really want this splashed on the internet day after day after day. It seems like it's something that she would want to forget and not want other people discussing all the time. One of my kids still has a white noise machine. So, people make their own parenting decisions. Not everybody's going to make the same decision. Not everybody is going to utilize the same resources. And as long as these are child safe options, I don't think that we should be judging people. I just, I feel like there's enough judgment for parents, especially mothers, that other mothers should not be judging them. I think that mothers should rally around other mothers and try to help them in motherhood. If you're an experienced mother, and you are disparaging a young mother, I think that's rotten. I think if you have an idea, or if you think that whatever, you can present things to people in a way that is a little bit more constructive, and not telling them you suck and your baby is going to be delayed. But again, everybody does their own thing. They do things differently. And as long as it's not harming the baby, there's nothing wrong with it. She chastised Alex for not having the baby christened or baptized before he left the home. And she has her son living with his daughter in her home. And I'm sure they have more rights in the home than she does, because she's a pushover. She obviously, her home life is not the way that she'd like it to be. And that's why she comes online and bullies people online. That's why she tries to act like the big boss in charge when she's online, when it doesn't even matter in her real life. And that's why she goes off on little kids who take too long to get on the bus, in her opinion. She sure is. She's the kind of mother that wants them to settle down, wants them to get married, but she'll never be happy with their partner. She might act like she's happy, but she'll always have some sort of undermining or nasty things to say, or God forbid when they have children and she starts in on her nagging attitude about it. I don't think I would be able to handle it. I would probably lose my mind. I would lose my mind. And like, okay, if someone's putting their baby in the car seat wrong, or even, okay, the bottle propping was really bad. It was really bad. She did take the criticism that she got and said, I'm never going to do that again. We never saw her do it again. But they've been talking about this for since he was 4 months old when she first did it. Every new mom has one of those mistakes that's like, oh shit, that could have been bad. I really feel like every new mom, you're literally getting sent home with a baby and you're like, well, I don't have any clue what I'm freaking doing. So every mom does make a mistake. And they are just nailing her to the cross every single time she does something wrong. They're stoning her over it. It's wild behavior, especially for people that most of them are middle-aged. Anyway, let's look at a little goober.
Your grandfather doesn't even think it's a good idea.
Have you heard that before? No? His face was like, ooh. And, you know, again, she came on and said, hey guys, I know you noticed the bottle propping. I'll never do it again. I didn't realize it was bad. I was under the impression it was okay. She made literally no excuses. I don't think she made too much, like, maybe saying like, I didn't know that it was bad or whatever. Like, she didn't say it was anybody else's fault. She just said, while he was sitting there, I thought I would feed him. It seemed like she was overwhelmed in that vlog anyway. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I could say it till my face turns blue. I don't really like Alex that much, but I think a lot of this is nitpicky, and some of it is crossing the line into judgmental sanctimommy territory, and I hate a sanctimommy. I do not like a sanctimommy. I like sanctimommies a lot less than I like Alex. And Goob is a sanctimommy too. Oh, I hate it.
I'm a dream. I'm a scene. I'm the whole damn thing. I'm a team. I'm the top. I'm the throne. And I run this thing on my own. I'm a lipper. I'm a fighter. All up on this beat, nothing tighter.
Oh my God.
Going far. I'm going large.
Why does she involve Yar in this? I think it's stupid. This is supposed to be about the women that own the channels, and then she puts Yar there. He has a regular job. Like, I just think it's so inconsiderate to add him on to something where you're talking shit about him. Like, he's not even part of the channel, really. He's not really shown that much. I understand that he benefits from it, I'm sure, but it's just crazy.
You can't supersize me. I'm in charge. I'm the queen. 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 Bow down. I'm the queen.
And the queen, bow down. You're not.
Take your clothes off, baby. Let me see that.
I also cooked while my kids would play. I would give them a little spoon and a metal bowl, and they would bang on it, or they would have their little toys sitting on the kitchen floor while I was cooking, and it worked for us, and I don't understand what the problem is. Yeah, like, oh, if she was frying bacon, I don't know. That's probably not good. But that's not, I don't want to be around frying bacon either.
I'm the first and
I can't believe she
I'm
still has
a
members.
Well, hello, beautiful people. It's Mama Goob.
Your hair looks bad, Mama Goob.
Oh.
Has anyone ever noticed she has like these really funky, weird ears that she covers with her hair, but they're so funky and weird looking? I'm sorry. I'm judgy today. I'm a judgy gal.
Okay. Alex is teasing baby number 2. Alex, say no. You can't handle the one you got, honey.
How do you know? How do they know that she can't handle him? She doesn't show herself with him very much. And when she does, it doesn't seem like she can't handle him. So I'm a little bit confuzzled by her saying this. And personally, Goob, you talking about the struggles of parenthood and how you had no help and your husband never helped you out, I would say you're probably the one that couldn't have handled a second one.
Say no. But okay, I'm Mama Goob. I'm all for kids. I'm all
You
for kids
are?
that are going to be taken care of well. Anyways,
So you're not for your own kids? Because I'm sure that you weren't some perfect mom, ma'am.
on the bright side, she's going to do an Old Navy haul, and we love our hauls. So let's take a peek at what freaking nonsense and destruction and chaos she has for us today. Oh, yeah, and fake lies. Why not?
Oh my God, you know what? It smells like exactly. And this is true fatty behavior here. It's giving Gossip Girl. It's giving
What?
Blair Waldorf. Why do we like things that sparkle? Why is that?
Have you guys heard that means he's looking through his legs for a sibling?
No.
You're such a fucking idiot.
Good morning, you guys. It is 7:05, and shockingly, my son is still asleep. So it feels
Wow, that's pretty darn good. Lucky you, Alex.
really weird to be downstairs and he's not awake yet. But I'm
That
gonna
has
make
to
my
be
coffee.
weird.
I have not yet tried
I'm used
the
to
new
getting
creamer I
a
picked up the other day in the
friggin'
vlog.
ass cracking
The
on.
Harry Potter
Can we have anything any more exciting than this?
peppermint toad. 0 sugar. It's white chocolate peppermint. Now, I will say this does feel.
I just want to say, and this means nothing, but I hate 0 sugar creamers. I think they taste horrific. I would rather just use the full sugar creamer because the 0 sugar creamer, like, oh, I don't know if it just gives an aftertaste or what. And I've been doing this really good cold foam on my coffee in the morning. Oh, it's so good. What is it? Not anymore. I've been taking some heavy cream and then some of the Fairlife milk. And I know, I'm sorry, we're not supposed to buy Fairlife milk, but heavy cream, Fairlife milk, and a little splishy splashy of this Starbucks maple chestnut something or another creamer. And then I froth. It's so good. Joe's coffee syrup. Oh my gosh. It is just divine in the morning in your cold brew coffee. Like when people make fun of her for having the coffee, I look forward to my coffee in the morning. I look forward to my coffee in the morning. I love my morning coffee. I love sitting there with my self-help book and I read the book and drink my coffee. It's my only time of the morning when I have any sort of calm or peace or anything. I think some people are boycotting Fairlife. I can't recall why, but I saw a couple of people saying that they're now using the one protein drink that's in the can. I think it's called Nuri. And I'm just not willing to drink a protein drink out of a can. So I've stuck with Fairlife. It has the best flavor. The milk has extremely low sugar and it tastes better. And the protein drinks, if I have them, are so much better than any other protein drink. I love iced coffees so much. Oh, I'm going to miss the warm days because I like just sitting outside, having a coffee, and just relaxing, book. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning just so that I can have, just so that I could say I did it. Coke Zero. I like Diet Dr. Pepper. The best. The best. A cold double DP and an iced coffee with some cold foam. Ah, ah, angels singing. And that's confuses me so badly when people talk about her beverage habit because who doesn't have 12 different beverages sitting there? People have been boycotting Fairlife. I think they said they treat the cows unethically, but I can't be sure. We are boycotting Disney slash ABC. We canceled, even though I've got Disney movie lovers. We are canceled. Hulu, Disney, and it's Hulu and Disney, right? I canceled.
A little Christmassy with the peppermint because I do transition from our. I know I take this
She transitions.
way too seriously. I do transition.
Well, because you have nothing else to talk about because your life is.
Like, what is wrong with the word transition? She says she transitioned and rolls her eyes. Like, that was a word. That's been a word. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be paying attention. We got Halloween costumes and we did Sesame Street because I love Sesame Street and I feel like it's supporting something that has given so much. Ah, it's crazy. It's wild. Hi, Instant Karma. There's so much going on. I feel like I can't keep up, but I'm just in this constant news cycle. Yep, we watched a ton of Sesame Street. My little one likes to say, "Me want cookies." So they're gonna be, guess who? Um, I feel like I can relate to Alex because it seems like she just wants to embrace what makes her happy. I understand that, you know, it's might be problematic that food is that thing, but I like a nice beverage. I like to sit out on my porch and read. I like to, you know, lay in the hammock and get a little sun. I like to go sit at the pool. I like to go on a walk to the park with my kids. So like I'm always trying to find like something that's like just gives me warm fuzzies because right now like in this world it just seems like a lot of things are an upheaval. So we all need a getaway. Yeah, my chats with you guys, and things like that. I feel like every night I go to bed and I'm like, oh, what fresh hell awaits us in the morning? What new bill? Anytime I get an Apple News alert, I'm having palpitations, I feel like, and I'm needing double time therapy. I, you know, I found myself today and I don't know why, just crying. I was I was at work and I was just like literally sobbing and nobody else was there and I was just like this is really weird. But I just had a moment and it wasn't even about anything else besides just everything going on and I feel like maybe I've got my time of the month coming up or something, but um I just like released because I feel like, around my kids, I don't want to set off that negative energy around them and be feeling that and be worrying about that. So I kind of put on the like, you know, the happy face. And sometimes it's just like, oh, you can hardly take it. I just, I, I don't agree with anybody that happening to anybody. So I can't I cannot I would never condone that, but I also am never going to say um I'm never going to say what a good person somebody was or like act like they're some saint just because they've passed away. That's just not me. Yeah, I don't really watch Alex for my happy little things. I'm reading The Let Them Theory. Is it The Let Them Theory? Is that what it's called? But um so I'm reading that. I do love reading. And I like reading fiction. I like reading thrillers. Um so I'm trying to get myself back into stuff like that. Yeah. I think it's kind of deranged for people to be celebrating it because I feel like that kind of makes our point something different. Like we're saying you shouldn't have weapons like that and something needs to change and then we're celebrating something like that happening. We're not That's not me. I I kind of wish that people would get out of this left and right mindset because a lot of the time the truth comes in the middle and it's not even just it's not the truth, it's just how things are falling. Like some things, um, I don't think we should just have open borders where people can just come right in. I feel like there has to be, some sort of regulations, but I also don't think that we should be turning people away in the melting pot of America. And I think that there's a lot of different things where people who claim to be Christian do not espouse the Christian ideals of how people should be, or, you know, as they say, there's no hate like Christian love. They don't like anything. They're worried about themselves a lot of them. I think the whole thing needs to be uprooted and redone. I think it's crazy to expect that this would still work for us. I think that the term limits, I think there needs to be an expiration of these people's terms. Like, people should not be just riding the government job forever. And I think there should be age limits. I don't think an 80-year-old or whatever should be making decisions for our country. You know, I respect 80-year-olds, but I also don't want them making decisions, long-term decisions for our lives that they might not even be around for. Yes, the term limits alone. The term limits alone, especially the Supreme Court. There's no reason in the world that any political party should own the Supreme Court in the way that it does. There's just no sense of that. It does not make sense. Yeah. I don't know how, like, obviously I don't have the answers. I don't know how things are going to change. I want them to change. I am willing to support change. I'm willing to call people. I'm willing to do peaceful things that will bring us something. Peaceful protests or things like that. But I don't know where we would start. I would love for that to happen, and I want America to actually follow that we are not, like, I understand that a lot of people in America are Christian, but that doesn't mean that everybody is, and there is supposed to be a separation of church and state. And that the lines are extremely blurred. Yeah. Church, I think just doing it at home. It's just, you can have a relationship with God. I feel like these churches want to charge you for your relationship with God. It's very, it's really sad when it comes down to it, because a lot of them are only ever asking for money. I just hope that we get past this quickly. I hope that this doesn't cause too much damage. But at this point, I think that everybody sees America as a shell of its former self.
It's utter bullshit.
From our pumpkin spice 0 sugar coffee mate to the white peppermint. No, peppermint mocha, sugar-free. Once it comes out, I usually transition after like Halloween, like go full Christmas mode. But I saw this and like just couldn't help myself because it sounds really good. Oh my God, that smells like
Teen Spirit.
So you can believe whatever you'd like. You can feel however you'd like, but you should not be allowed to push it on other people when it comes to your religion. That's just, you can follow any God you'd like, but that doesn't mean that other people have to as well.
That smells like Christmas, honestly. That smells like white chocolate peppermint. Okay.
That is a Christmas flavor, right? That's like a holiday flavor. It has to be. White chocolate peppermint.
Anyway, guess we'll just pretend today.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween, not Halloween. It's Halloween.
We'll put it in our fall cup and just pretend. Guys, did you see there was like a reel that was going around that Target had like anthro dupe cup?
I got them. I got 4 of them. I got 4 of the Target anthro dupes. They're really heavy. I love the icon glasses. And so I got 4 of those and they are so cute. I got little ones with candy corns and I got bow and I got a pumpkin and I got ghosts. So, dude, it's still summer. What are they doing? I don't understand bringing out these flavors as soon as July ends. They've got peppermint and pumpkin spice and all these things. I love the smells of fall and I love the feeling of fall, but I kind of want to enjoy the rest of summer in early August. I love them so much. The Target ones are actually really heavy and like nicely made. I really like them for $7.99. They were really good. I brought it home. I washed them and I had a little drink in it. But so my Target had them.
Cups that were $7 and they looked just like the icon glasses. And
So their pumpkins on the Target ones are so cute though. They're like more detailed than those pumpkins on that one.
I like went to
Okay, we got to know now. Go at every Target.
the girls LTK and they were sold out. So I'm like, I bet that was like a short-lived situation. That would have been pretty exciting. All right, hopefully this is good because I am going to full send, as the children say, but it smells incredible.
They're so nice. I love it. It's just like it's heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like a $7.99 cup, an icon cup. Like it looks well made and I loved it. I love them. I might even go back and get more.
Incredible. I cannot imagine. Oh, I can't imagine it being bad.
And I'm pretty sure the Target ones, like the Anthro ones, I think are $14, $15, something like that. 20, a little bit less than 20. So the Target ones are really good price.
Actually, oh my God, you know what? It smells like exactly, and this is true fatty behavior here. You know, around Christmas, those little like Hershey jingle bells that are peppermint, they're like white chocolate and then chocolate on the bottom with
Do you know, I don't think I've ever had that.
peppermint crunchies shaped like sleigh bells.
Not you, Goob. You've tried every candy, haven't you?
It smells just like that. Let's give it a little taste. Ooh, that's really good. It tastes like very close to the peppermint mocha that we do at Christmas.
No shit.
But it's delicious nonetheless. It is a super beautiful, crisp morning and I live for a crispy morning. So I might.
Why is she talking like that, though? She sounds ridiculous. I hate that. A crispy morning. It just makes me think of Donald Trump. And I don't like thinking of Donald Trump.
On the deck and sip this and just like feel the fall energy for a little bit, because Mariah Carey is defrosting and she'll be here before we know it, and we're channeling her spirit with this peppermint milk.
Yeah, it's not about the birth of Christ. It's about Mariah Carey.
Oh, fuck off, Goob. Get a life. It's not about the birth of Christ. It's about a peppermint mocha. Obviously, Christmas has become a very commercialized holiday, my darling. It's not just Alex. So kiss our ass.
Not peppermint mocha, white chocolate peppermint. I can't get that through my head. All right, I also need to make some breakfast. Let's do that too.
You need to, yes.
We're visiting grandma and just
Oh.
chowdy girl. I call you
Cha-cha.
chowdy girl. Where's my chowdy girl? You're playing with your cube.
In pajamas.
Says the name. Okay, zebra.
He's at his grandma's house. Who cares if he's in pajamas? They're so nitpicky. It drives me crazy.
Why? Why does she constantly put him in pajamas? He's big enough to be wearing shorts and stuff.
He's in pajamas. I don't understand the problem. What's wrong with him? Oh my god. He's just going to his grandma's house. Have we ever heard of a sleep and play? I don't know.
Anderson wants to help Dad build. You want to help Dad build?
Oh,
I know my fall obsession's pretty bad when I bought specifically a fall cooking book to put in my designated cookbooks.
not that
I'm sure Goob's sons were dressed to the nines anytime they left the house. It's like, who cares? She's so nitpicky. Ugh.
she uses it.
Bought. So I thought this one was cute. And then also we can like try some of the recipes in the vlog.
Imagine getting a cookbook and actually trying the recipes. It's like buying a cutting board and actually using it for cutting. Holy shit.
I got it on Amazon, so I will link it. The Great
course.
Big Pumpkin Cookbook. Ooh, yum. So it looks very cute. And now that will be our yearly recipe book to put out on the counter.
Anderson's down for his nap, so we got some sweet green for lunch, and we're gonna watch some Better Call Saul. This is the miso
Yikes.
bowl. It is
That salmon does not look good. It doesn't look good to me. The rest of the bowl looks fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
very good. So we had lunch. Anderson is still napping. I am picking up poop because Yarman's about to lawn mow.
Mow the lawn.
Picking up dog poop is like level 100 hard when there's
I saw this is so random, but I saw this reel that was like, we might as well just start pronouncing the L in salmon because nothing matters anymore. What do we say? Salmon?
leaves on the ground that look like dog poop.
Well, now if you did it every day, or better yet, what?
Cue up the pictures of Goob's backyard, please. We're going to go look at T-Dub's channel and look at the pictures of Goob's backyard.
Watched where he went, it'd be easier. Just saying. One dog
Oh
owner
my
to
gosh,
another.
She's so smug. One dog owner to the other. Lady, you don't need to brag. We're going to go look at your backyard real soon.
This is a skill, I would say.
Actually, hold on. Just to keep the momentum. Oh, she's not wrong that you should clean it up every day, but when we look at Gooby's backyard, it's let's see. I don't understand why she doesn't hire someone. She talked about not cleaning up his shit all winter long. That disgusted me. Okay. We're gonna look at the pictures on T-Dub's channel. Let's see. Okay. So this is I don't know what this is. Is this her living room? Oh, she did say she threw it into the woods. This is her kitchen. What the hey? The plastic tablecloth, the visor on the chair. She's got every appliance out on her. Like, this would drive me crazy. This, all of this, I would be mentally unwell. I mean, she could probably make it better than it is just by not having all that clutter. I'm sure her house is not that bad. And like, look, the dog dish right by this chair. Why is this here? That's strange. And then what? This is their porch or something? This is, I'm sure, who's using these weights? I need to know. And, yeah. What the F is this now? Look at this fence. Look at these chairs. Look at this. This is terrible. What is all this? What room is this? Is this her office? Oh my God. This is awful. The little charcoal grill. Look at this. Can you imagine? Okay. Her house could probably look really nice if she actually made an effort with it. She's got a pool. She's got a nice, whatever, Florida room. But she puts all of her money into Papa Goob's interests. So, hey, don't foster the home. What the this is bad. This looks so terrible. Our bedroom. Oh no. Oh, they for sure do. Nothing. He sits around and drinks beer. But here's his beautiful trailer. I feel like I'm not seeing the entire picture. It's not opening the whole picture because she has squashmallows here. the CPAP machine, the dog sniffing whatever funk is on that bed. Damn. Yeah, I'm like, I thought there was more of the picture. But yeah, so that's Mama Goob's home. So that's what we're working with over there. Over there in sunny Florida. Where did those come from again? I don't watch all of her videos. Her husband's Instagram was really interesting. I probably shouldn't have tipped off.
It was nice and
about
cold
it.
this morning, and then it got really hot. And then now it's like beautifully cool again. Oh my gosh, I love the bright blonde in the front. It makes my heart very happy. I actually dozed off for a little bit after lunch.
You know what doesn't make your heart happy? Being this weight.
Oh, shut up, Goob.
Well, Anderson was
You were
napping.
that
We were
weight
still not
until
taken
you were
down
older than Alex.
the
So
tent
shut your
from
fat mouth.
Anderson's birthday. It was such a good little investment. I mean, it was actually very affordable. It was like, I think $60.
Oh, wow.
So that was a really good thing to get for keeping the bugs out of the food. Very, very pleased with it. Hi, Broody. Ready? Go!
He just wants to play.
I love to get them all riled up and give them zoomies. May I chase you? Go. We got our chairs set up. We invested in the Pollywood chairs. We've been wanting them for a while because they're like kind of a one and done buy. We got them during the Labor Day sale. They're so comfy and like they're super sturdy and like
I need to go back and watch
so
those.
hopefully
Oh my
they have
gosh.
to be.
Are they still up right now? Oh, we should watch that. That might be exciting to go watch one of her vlogs. We're going to do it. You know what really irritates me? And I've mentioned this before, but anytime I watch any of them, they're like, Alex sucks. She's ugly. She's stupid. PDF supporter, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as Anderson comes on screen, they're like, oh, how cute. Oh, adorable. I do love babies. Like, shut up. Like, you're seriously just sitting here disparaging his mother, being an asshole, and then you're like, I do love babies. Oh, how cute. He's adorable. Like, fuck you. Like, this is so performative and stupid. Like, they all do that. Like, Tara did it. And then, oh my God, I couldn't think of her name. Priscilla did it all the time too. So, what the hell? Yeah, she's so irritating. Like, oh, what a darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, Sinatra. Oh, my baby, my darling. Like, you're so stupid. What is wrong with you? Why are you talking like that? Let's see. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. Like, oh, I have his food in the air fryer. I'm just making his food in the air fryer. Oh, I'm going to give him his homemade food. Nobody cares. They're here to listen to you talk about Alex. Why are you talking about your dog, your homemade food, putting on a show, yelling at your husband? We don't need to hear. It just drives me crazy. Here, we're going to get to see how big Goob was before she lost all of this weight. And mind you, I saw a picture of Goob and she has lost weight. I don't know if it's different now, but she does have very large legs. I think she has lipedema or lymphedema, something like that. So I just don't understand why she's talking about another person.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of Mama Goob's journey. I wanted to start this day by talking about the process I went through for weight loss
Holy shit, she's in an Aeropostale shirt. How old is that thing?
surgery. So in order to talk about why I made the decision, I want to take you back to some health issues I was having. So in 2012, starting January 2nd, literally, I remember the day, the night before, we had gone to a college bowl game nearby, and I came home pretty late. Finally went to bed like 1, 2 o'clock.
Look how messed up this couch is, too. This is from all those oafs just barreling their body into it. Hold on, what? How old is Goob? So 2012. Was she like 40 or something
In the morning,
in 2012?
and I just had a fitful sleep. I will never forget it. So I woke up in the morning, and I had numbness from here down. So I figured, I slept funny. So that's just weird about that. So I went to work, and, I did what I did, and the numbness never subsided. So I thought, wow, that was odd. So weeks later, the numbness still hadn't subsided. So I Googled it, and I realized that I should call a neurologist. So I call the neurologist. I finally get an appointment weeks later. It's probably March at this point. And, I get checked out. They do a nerve conduction study, which is very painful. And then we found nothing there. There was no pinched nerve. So then I had an MRI, and
She is just a mean girl. I can't really cut Goob any slack anymore. Especially after hearing her rant about how do you miss them if they're never gone? She just seems like a miserable, nasty person. Just an awful, like, not somebody that you would want to be around. Complete Debbie Downer.
Sure enough, the doctor suspected MS. So the thing with MS, you have to have 2 relapses. It's a long story. I don't want to really get into this now, but basically you have to have 2 relapses in order to be qualified for.
So her couch is like the color of baby poo. Her walls are red. Why would you have a red wall in your home? I mean, ugh, ugh. And a whole huge picture of herself getting married to Tony on that same wall.
The multiple sclerosis diagnosis, the relapsing remitting, which is the most
She doesn't have fibromyalgia, though.
common. So October 2012, I had my second instance, and they had an MRI, and they were able to diagnose multiple sclerosis. So I've been officially diagnosed since late October or late 2012. So I'm going to insert a picture here of what I looked like then.
She claims that she doesn't drink Sweetie Bugs, but she the other day was saying that she was drinking Kahlua, was it Kahlua? Kahlua and Coke or something while she was reacting to Alex. If you need an alcoholic beverage to react to Alex, you should probably seek help.
And this is me with my dog, Rennie.
Tara looks like a drinker to me. She seems like a drinker. She looks like a drinker. She obviously has nothing else going on during the day. Nothing. She doesn't have a job. Her kids are in school. She's sitting around all day. Of course she's going to get into the booze. I need to know if she doesn't, how is she faking a full weigh-in? How? I mean, maybe she's pressing on something, but I feel like we can see both of her hands on her phone in the reflection of the scale. So, what would she even be doing to make it so that the scale says the weight that she wants it to?
And, it was a pretty chill time of my life, pretty confusing, actually. I was just trying to rest and heal. So
Krusty can hardly finish her sentence. She's literally like, whatever. And then she turns it back on. It's like, you never made 1 point. You just did a bunch of umming and awing. No points were made.
this is me and my dog. So fast forward to several years later, specifically 2014. And my symptoms are getting worse with MS, meaning that I was struggling to walk. It was a tough time. So I also put on a lot of weight due to my inactivity, the eating more, just totally downhill. So I'm going to insert a picture.
I mean, I know MS is extremely unfortunate. She is choosing to talk about somebody else on the internet, unfortunately. I would never talk about her diagnosis, ever. But I don't understand why she's doing this if she's got health issues and she has trouble talking and things like that. It's very weird. It's very weird. Tara looks rode hard and put away wet. Tara looks. Remember that one person? I don't know. I don't know if you. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place today, but I just keep thinking of random things. Do you remember the one person who called her rough and tumble? Someone said, I don't understand talking about Alex when you are looking pretty rough and tumble yourself. Are you sitting in a trailer home? Those walls are a sure sign. Why are you doing this? I definitely don't like Alex, but you bragging about your husband sounds so stupid. Who cares? You're free game to talk about. Wait, you're free game to talk about now that you have a YouTube with your face, right? Let's make a reaction channel of a reaction channel. He 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 he. We did. But then her stinky husband came and stuck up for her. His message was something else. Do you guys remember it? Please allow me to retort. You first come after my wife thinking you can hijack her emotions. Well, you're wrong. She's seen the shit show that Alex is because she's seen the way she's narcissistically feeding on those who idolize her. She's lied about almost everything she has or has done. Her home life is a sham, and she couldn't even follow a diet plan because it's not what she wanted to do. Alex is a absorbed and delusional waste of space. She fleeces her followers and lies the entire time. My wife saw through this and followed this community. Just because she and others like her are actively outing BA and suddenly you feel offended doesn't mean you attack her. As for how she looks, my wife is hot. I think he needs a new prescription. Hotter than when we met. She has made the decision to utilize the tool our surgeon gave us. Unlike that vapid meat bag we are all hating on, she isn't afraid to be honest and have integrity. She's also a mother of 3 wonderful kids who she shares with me. I know. I'd be so humiliated if my husband knew all this about Alex. She also helps her mother, whose farm we live on, with the farm because she can't move around very well. She's also the daughter and sister to 2 of the most narcissistic men I know I've ever met. So that's 3 people he's diagnosed as a narcissist at this point. Tara's brother, her father, and Alex. Unbelievable. And she persisted. He acts like she's some saintly creature, and she calls it out, and she fights it because nobody deserves to be fed bullshit and be taught at stake. And fuck you for trying to break her down. Who cares if we live in a modular home, an RV, a damned shack, or a mansion? We are living and living well. She doesn't have to beg, plead, and shill her way to get a damn thing. I work my ass off to make sure she doesn't. I don't have the rest of it. Oh my God. I don't think I have the rest of it, unfortunately. He's so like, oh, I do have it. You go ahead and make whatever vid you want. It's a free platform and you have a voice. Now, as for rough and tumble, my wife chooses not to hide her faults and blemishes. She doesn't cake on foundation or mask herself in so much makeup she looks fake. I beg to differ. She uses herself as an example because she can. Because she can. Oh my, because she has brought herself up. And sometimes life ain't all beer and Skittles. You get roughed up, you fall down, and you get back up. She's living proof of that. And as for me, I don't honestly give 2 duck nuts about what you think about me. I'm not in this life. Wait, hold on. I lost my space. I'm not in this life for you. We ain't fucking and you ain't paying my bills. I'm not your prize. I'm hers and she's mine. We've gone through hell and back to get to each other, and fuck you for even thinking about coming at her. I've said my piece, and I hope you exercise a little more caution in the future with those nubby little fingers you used to hit the keyboard with. This man is crazy. If my man was on Discord with a bunch of women speaking in this way, I would be horrified. We ain't fucking and you don't pay my bills. This man is crazy. And then I'm gonna post it when we're done here. I'm gonna post it on my post section. The one day where he tried to act like he knew how doctors, number one, he works for an ambulance company, which, okay, good for you. You know, you're an EMT or a paramedic, and, that's a noble profession. But you work for an ambulance company and you're acting like you have any idea how the doctors handle patients, obese pregnant patients. You don't have any clue how a doctor is going to handle that. You don't know. And he acted like he was. And then her stupid followers would be like, Can you ask Mark, if well, not Mark, because she didn't call him Mark. Can you ask Texas guy? And then insert some medical question. It's like, what are you asking him for? He's like an emergency medicine, not emergency medicine. He's like emergent CPR, that kind of stuff, and like getting people stabilized. And then he hands them off to the doctor. Don't ask him medical advice. Like, seriously. And she tried to say he was a paramedic. Oh, I'll bet they're there all day. Oh, Dr. Mark. That's true. Dr. Mark, medicine man. Dr. Mark, Texas guy. She wanted to. The reason why she was mad that Alex got pregnant is that she couldn't get pregnant when she was 350. Oh, I'm sorry. 349.8 was my highest. But she certainly would have. So I don't understand. And she still would have been talking shit about Alex because she's the major hypocrite. She wants to talk about Alex's. I was never a food addict. That gets me every time when she says that. I was never a food addict. I just liked food. That's a food addict, you fool. When if you are so addicted to if you like food so much that you got 350 pounds, you are addicted to food. I don't care what you say.
Picture here of what I look like. Now,
She does look bigger than Alex. She absolutely does look bigger than Alex. And why is she showing her kids here?
just a background on this picture. This was taken in July 2014, a couple months before my surgery in September. We had taken a trip to upstate.
Hi, Stray Cat. It just made me laugh. That whole rant exchange made me laugh because he acts or she acts like she's so unbothered, but she has him going on and making these like long posts about how people shouldn't ever talk about her and they need to. She always had an excuse. It's like, you're talking about my teeth, and it's because of my PCOS that caused my acid reflux, that caused my teeth to fall out. And it's like, a bitch. I'm just saying you don't have teeth. I never said anything about PCOS. Like,
New York with my husband and the two little goobs who were little at the time. They're not so little anymore. And this picture was taken at Niagara Falls. It was basically a trip to upstate New York. And we went to a relative's.
she's about to say she was miserable because you could see it in her face. According to Tara, acid reflux does cause incisors to fall out. Everybody watch your premolars.
House in rural Buffalo. So I remember not being able to walk up the stairs to the second floor of this vacation home because my weight was so massive. So
You couldn't walk the stairs in your vacation home, but at older than what Alex is currently. Let's add that up. You were older than what Alex is currently in this time period. Let's just
but I had already had the surgery date for September at this point. So the decision to lead up to the surgery was I was still continuing to meet with my neurologist, getting tested, getting
and Alex actually said she could not walk the stairs very well when she was at her largest. So people that are trying to say she never lost any weight, like, how can you reconcile that? She was definitely bigger then than she is now.
Checkups for my multiple sclerosis, and I'm getting worse, worse, worse. So my neurologist said, it might be better for your multiple sclerosis if you were to lose a bunch of weight. So he said, even you should consider weight loss surgery. So I remember thinking at the time, oh my God, this guy's a monster. How could he do this? How could he say that I need to cut out a portion of my functioning body that fully works in order to solve
Works a little too well, if you know what I mean.
a disease that should not have anything to do with weight? So I actually took this to heart a lot, and I got to thinking about it. And then later on that year, maybe about
Imagine being able to lose weight after you get part of your stomach chopped out as a flex on Alex. I understand that weight loss is weight loss, help is help. Everybody does need to make an effort no matter what. But you had surgery. It's not like you sat here and did it naturally and with grit and determination. You understand, like, I'm not saying that getting surgery is a problem. I'm saying she should understand how hard it is. Oh, I was saying because she was 350 pounds because she was saying that her functioning stomach. And I was like, if you're using it all the time, yeah, it's functioning. That was not nice, and I'm sorry. I should have never said that.
May or so, I started researching different weight loss surgeries. So, I researched the gastric band, sleep.
Does anyone know what year that Goob was born? Because in 2014, how old was she? Was she 40 in 2014? Was she born in 1974?
Gastrectomy and the bypass. So I was, the band was out because that had terrible, results at that point. So I was looking more toward the bypass and vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Well, because I had to take medications for my multiple sclerosis, the bypass was out because basically you can't absorb medications, and that would be very bad for me. So I decided on the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Now I had to find a doctor. So I found a doctor.
So that means she was 39 or 40 in 2014, just depending. Oh, so she turned 50 this year. So she was 39 in 2014. So definitely like 7 years older. Good 7 years older than Alex was.
Several doctors actually, and I made appointments with 2. The first one was somewhere close to the city I live, like literally down the street. Very no nonsense. He advertised on his website the cash price should you need to purchase the weight loss surgery on your own. So at that time, so this is now, May 2014, the cash price out the door for
Mama Goob? Older than she does here? I actually think she looks pretty much the same. I don't know when this was, but I feel like she looks pretty much the same as she does. Oh, it was just 2 years ago. As she does now. Oh, it was almost 3 years ago. I think she looks pretty much the same, minus the braces. Devon! Yes, Devon is older. She's 55, I think. Oh, 60. Yeah, I don't think she looks 60. I actually don't think Mama Goob looks that bad for her. Well, that bad. I don't think she looks bad for her age. And I don't think Devon does either. I think Devon actually looks pretty good for her age, which is surprising considering all her vices. I'm actually very surprised that Devon doesn't look worse.
For all like 7 years of back of check-ins was for the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, $10,000. So that wasn't bad. So I figured, wow, if the cash price is $10,000 with insurance.
Ugh, God, I don't even want to watch it anymore. Let's see if Devon has uploaded anything. I like, for some reason, I just really like Devon. I like Devon's personal stories more than when she reacts to things about Alex. Oh, I did listen to her one thing about regretful parents. Oh, did I do this wrong? No. I kind of want to. Devon is. I feel like, let's see. I can appreciate Devon for being the liberal reactor. No, Devon has not posted anything about Alex. Oh wait, no, she has. This one. Oh wait. I must. Did I probably already watched this one. Devon used her $10,000 401k for down payment. She will have to pay 10% penalty and income tax on that in April. Oops, she just lost over $3,000. That's not counting the $300,000 she lost on the lemon house. I would. Devon seems like a terrible person. Just, there was one. She does a lot of personal stories. Devon is like, I think I've said this already, but Devon is, to me, what Carrie is to instant karma. I mean, we all have our vices. And like, I went back and watched the horse video of Devon's. I don't know, her voice just like cracks me up. The way that she's just so serious, like, it really does crack me up. Oh, we should watch her first video saying her take on Alexandra Rodriguez. The way I couldn't believe. Oh, I couldn't believe how she talked about that roommate of hers. I know, keep it cute, cuties. Cuties. Let's quickly watch Devon and her red lipstick. Where's the yin yang necklace? She was really happy in the horse video, and I thought that I would never forget that horse's name, and I'm trying to think of what the horse's name, Carmichael or something, when she was like Sticky Bottom Carmichael or whatever, like this strange name, and she was like, and in the horse world, like, it's just funny hearing her talk about this.
Done very well for herself. She's got sponsorships. She gets endless free shit from
Her tapestry that goes from home to home. her leopard coat. She's a woman about town here.
PR packages. She's living the influencer dream.
What was the name of it, Moth Girl? What's the name of the horse that she was supposed to get? The first horse. We should just watch it. We should just watch it. I don't know why I'm doing this. It was, what is it? Oh my gosh. The name of the horse. Okay, let's watch the horse. What is the name of the horse? Well, I guess I'll find out when I watch the video. It was like peaches, I don't know, like just a bunch of strange things strung together. Pissy does use Devon, and I'd actually rather listen to Devon than Priscilla. So if I were by Moth Girl, if I were Devon, I'd be irritated that she is using my stuff. Here, we're going to talk about the horse. We're going to just watch the horse part.
And as I've said on this channel before, I have always struggled with sugar addiction, and I've always been, you know, maybe 20 pounds overweight. That was the case when I was a teenager as well. And back then, we didn't have a word for fat shaming, but it was absolutely rampant in the two things I did, horseback riding and ballet. And so
the way my thing was, when I was listening to her talk about the Reddit regretful parents, and anytime a woman, now I'm not like the biggest fan of men, like I choose the bear, but like Devon was on there, like anytime a woman's like, I regret like my kids, like I can't stand them, blah blah blah, she's like, oh, and this is it. And then like when it's a guy, she's like, suck it up. It's just like, what a contrast. Like, okay, guys are not allowed to regret their kids in this forum when Devon is reading. Like, I mean, these people are literally regretting that they had children. Like, I don't think that we should be like cherry picking here.
The whole time I was riding as a kid, my trainer was constantly on me about losing weight, losing weight, losing weight. Here's a picture of me being super fat on my horse at a horse show.
Oh my God, who does she look like? Oh my God, she looks like the girl from The Secret Garden. Oh my gosh, look at that coat. She says her parents sucked. Like, now they had her on a horse at this age?
That's too fat. So that was my experience as a kid. And like I said, it didn't go well for many reasons.
Mary Poppins.
And it ended badly.
That is
so
it.
By the time I was 15, the barn where I rode decided they were going to buy a horse for me to show. They would own it, and I would have this horse to show. And that's a whole other story. There were a couple of girls that I rode with, and their parents bought them horses. You know, not for nothing is horse racing called the sport of kings. Anything to do with horses costs a shit ton of money. You really have to have, as a kid, you really have to have parents that support you and support your horse habit and pay for everything. And I did not have that. Anyway,
how did you do it then? Her parents just dropped her off at the horse farm, like, figure it out. These people are going to have to figure it out for you.
My trainers, they decided they would buy a horse for me to show, which was really nice of them. And the horse that they chose was named Callaway's Will Scarlet. And here's a picture of
Callaway's
him. This was
Will
the only picture
Scarlet.
online I could
That's
find
it.
of this horse. And if you recognize this actor that he's standing with, that's Lorne Greene, who was on Battlestar Galactica and Gunsmoke or Bonanza, I'm not sure, but he's a pretty famous actor. He actually owned Callaway's Will Scarlet for a time. And then a few years later, the horse was for sale. So that was the horse that my trainers were going to buy.
That is the part that, like, what the frick? Like, why? Callaway's Will Scarlet.
Buy for me to show. And at 15, I thought I had won.
Am I like going off my rocker? Why is her
the
tongue like that? Like, is her tongue a completely unnatural color?
lottery. This horse, he was a big,
Maybe it's the lighting.
tall chestnut gelding. If you're unfamiliar with horse lingo, gelding just means neutered male. And he was gorgeous. He had 4 white fetlocks, meaning his ankles. You know, some horses have socks where the lower part of their leg is white. This horse just had 4 white ankles, and he was beautiful. And I felt like my career in saddle seat equitation was going to take off because I had this horse coming to me. So long story short,
Whatever, Javon. I see how that worked out for you.
my trainers go on the day they're meant to go pick the horse up. They go to buy him, and there was another buyer interested in the horse, and the price had suddenly gone up by $2,000. And although my trainers could easily afford that $2,000, on principle, they said no, and they chose not to buy that horse. They bought this horse instead. And this is me on the
Here. Oh my Lord. He had ankles. He had white ankles. T-Dub, she's always getting cheated out of something, and it's never her fault. I need to know. She says her parents. So, like, I think her parents were not supportive, but somehow she was at a horse barn or whatever. I don't know where you go. The horse barn. Riding all the time, showing horses, and getting horses bought for her by the people that own the place. How did that come about? If your parents are not supportive and you're like a younger kid, what are they just that's I said this earlier, but like, are they just dropping her off? Like, good luck. You'll have to ask them if they could buy you a horse. Like, where are her parents in all this?
mare that they ended.
I would be worried that if it was a male involved, that he was trying to groom her in some way or manipulate her in some way.
Ended up buying. Her name was Mia Belladonna. She was a very nice mare, but she was not Callaway's Will Scarlet. And all of this will become relevant shortly. So you can imagine at 15, when you have your heart set on something and then it doesn't work out, I was absolutely crushed and heartbroken. And I never forgot about Callaway's Will Scarlet and what might have been.
This is pretty serious business. Callaway's Will Scarlet.
And Callaway's is a very famous breeding stable for American saddlebreds. So there are a lot of horses that are named Callaway's something something, just so that in the industry, they're from that Callaway's barn. And anyway, so I ended up quitting at 16 and a half. As I mentioned, it was a whole big drama. It destroyed my life at the time. It led to all kinds of problems, decades of therapy, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But cut to many years later. So when I quit at 16.
Anyway, I really just wanted to hear the horse's name because I couldn't think of it. Well, Devon was at the horse stable smelling like horse poop and Callaway's Will Scarlet.
16 and a half. I didn't ride again.
I think she said that she had addiction issues or something. Hold on.
Blah, yada, yada, yada. But cut to many years later. So when I quit at 16 and a half, I didn't ride again for many years, probably 15 years. And in that time, I got involved in heroin, picked up a real bad heroin habit, quit that after 4 years, of getting arrested and blah, 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 and first love. And then I moved away and I put myself through acting school.
The way she just, in such a blasé fashion, announces her addiction to heroin. I don't know. I'm sure she does exaggerate, but I don't think she's exaggerating about the heroin. I am so tired, you guys. I think I'm going to start heading out here. Yeah, like just in such a blasé fashion. Like, yeah, I just, picked up one of those pesky heroin addictions and I dropped it real quick after. Like, Devon, that deserves a little bit more than a sidebar about it. Like you're really, this is a key component to the story. But anyway, I'm like falling asleep. So I'm going to let you guys go. It's been fun. Yeah, 4 years is a really long time, actually. Like, talking about, like, oh, just a little heroin addiction. Like, I would be like, 4 years. That's a significant addiction. Yeah, bye, Stray Cat. Bye, Wawa. I hope to see you guys again soon. I'm sure we will. Instant Karma still needs to run one. I'll join you if you want. Yeah, I would say that it definitely derailed her life. And she has not been able to get back on track since then. So it's kind of sad. Sad to think about. But she's not nice to other people either. Yeah, I love chatting with you guys too. Okay, yay. She said yes. Love chatting with you guys. It's so much fun. That's why I do lives. Because I'm like, I want to chat with the girls. I don't want to just make a video and upload it. Stupid. But anyway, Instant Karma reviews. The ball is in your court for this next one. And we will gather. Bye, you guys.